Hi guys, welcome back to the Mercurio project. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I was just wrapping up the semester, doing finals, studying for exams, writing essays. Oh my God, I've written so many essays. I wrote a 10-page essay, a 7-page essay, an 8-page essay, and then my final exam was basically 4 essays with like 6 questions that I had to answer in the essay. So it was a lot of writing. Um, but I passed all my classes. So because I passed all my classes, my grades weren't the best. I had an A in my forensic psychology class, and I got 2 D pluses in my other 2 courses. I don't consider myself a bad student. I love to learn. I love to learn. Um, just like the first half of the semester, I stretched myself too thin, where I was working 6 days a week, and I work as a gymnastics instructor. So all day I'm just like picking up moving kids, doing flips and stuff. And that is real physically exhausting labor. You know what I mean? Real exhaustive work. And then not to mention the added hi guys, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm Mr. Michael. Let's go have some fun today. Like that kind of performative aspect of it. So when you get home, you're just like, especially if the kids are bad. Oh my God, you're dealing with like 100 tantrums and they're crying. It can be a lot. And then I got sick and I missed like 2 weeks of schoolwork because I was literally throwing up until I had nothing in my system. I almost had to get an IV. It was real bad. So that put me out of commission for a bit. Anyways, while those D's are not up to my standard, it was enough. So that brings me to the topic of today's video, the little things. I think that there's this big misconception in Western culture, particularly like American culture, where it's like you need to be 100%. You have to lock in and achieve your goals no matter what, and do everything, and nothing stop you. And that mindset, well, in some aspects positive, can be very damaging. Number one, no one can be 100% all the time. I learned this the hard way. Back when I was 18, 19, I wanted to be a swimmer so bad. And I was practicing 4 hours a day swimming. 4 hours, then 5 hours of schoolwork, and then art, photography, cooking, music, including guitar, piano, singing, writing, planning photo shoots, cleaning the house, cooking dinner, all this stuff, working out. In addition to the 4 hours I was swimming, I was also lifting. It was crazy. And I set myself up for this real impossible standard that I just could not hit. And I would get so overwhelmed by this standard that I ended up doing nothing. I was so focused on this insane goal that retroactively I ended up performing worse because I believed that it needed to be this major thing, this major event, this huge deal. Like I needed to study for 5 hours. I needed to swim for 4 hours. I needed to make that huge commitment. And it would psych me out and I wouldn't do it. Which brings me to the little things. Something is always better than nothing. Do not seek to be 100% better. Seek instead to be 1% better, 0.5% better, 0.01% better. So when I was younger, right, and I didn't cross those things off my lists, I felt like a complete and utter failure. I think because of the way I was raised, where they were like, if you're not committing 100%, then you're a loser and you're a failure and you're gonna go nowhere in life. So I want to talk a little bit about like what my day is like. So I'll wake up, meditate, I'll do some school stuff, I'll do some work stuff, I'll work out, I'll right now I'm studying automobiles, I'm studying cars, how they work. I think that's pretty necessary. Um, I'm packing up the house. We're moving soon. Um, and I'll do like photography and stuff like that. And in my eyes, or at least in my current mindset, if I can just get out of bed in the day, that's a win. You know, celebrate those little victories. If your house is a mess, don't focus on cleaning the entire house. Focus instead on cleaning the table, sweeping the floor. Just one teensy little thing. So, I got a D in my classes. I could be upset and be incredibly frustrated that I didn't meet that standard that I wanted to. But instead, I'm happy. I'm happy that I passed. I'm happy that I did something rather than nothing. So, if any of us or any of you guys are struggling, you feel overwhelmed in your day-to-day life, you're beating yourself up because you're going, I didn't get this or this or this or this done. Do the bare minimum for it. So for example, like I'm really big into photography right now. You guys see the tripod back there, into modeling. And there are some days where I can't do one of my more themed photo shoots, my more thematic ones. Recently, I did a spring-themed photo shoot. The weather, unfortunately, has been bright, sunny, and beautiful, and I need a dark, stormy day for one of my photo shoots. And instead of just doing nothing, instead I am practicing my modeling. Because it's something. If there's a day I don't feel like doing a full hour of photography, I'll just do 15 minutes, you know? Like that something is always going to be better than nothing. If there's a day I don't feel like doing, you know, like school-wise, there's a day I don't feel like doing 5 hours of studying, just do 20 minutes. You don't feel like working out, so I'm a very active guy. In my previous video, I went over my workout routine. I switched it up a little bit. I was overtraining. But I do gymnastics, sprint, long distance running, yoga, mobility, parkour. I do MMA, I do jujitsu. On top of that, I'm a gymnastics instructor, and I get exhausted by the end of the day. And I will have this workout the next day when my body is just broken, where my legs, my knees, my back, my chest, my shoulders, my hands are achy and sore. And I'm just like, oh my God, I just need to do nothing. But I can't let myself do nothing. Instead, I will do something. Instead of my weight workout that I had planned for the day, I will just go for a walk. I will just stretch. Dude, I will literally, I'm not even kidding. Instead of sitting on the couch, I'll just sit outside. You know what I mean? So just do something. Do the little things. Your room's messy, just make your bed first. You gotta write a paper, just write 10 words. You gotta, I don't even know. You wanna work on your personal project, but you can't find the motivation, just 5 minutes of scribbling, whatever it is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.